Hey, it's Shannon.
And Ortis. And today we're going to give you some tips on how to be successful at your business.
All right, stay tuned.
All right, so like I said before, we're going to talk about how to stay successful at your business. So whether your business is you're an entrepreneur, you have your own business, you're running your own business, or whether you have a regular 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 job where you actually have to go into work and punch a clock all the time. There's these tips that we're going to give you is how to be successful at either one of them. So the first one we're going to talk about is
having a routine.
Okay, having a routine.
Having a routine. So for us, and I know so many successful people that are friends of ours, people that we work with, colleagues, and every single person that I know that is extremely and highly successful has a set routine every single day. I cannot tell you how important that is. Like, we have our set routine. We work out in the morning, we get dressed, we have our shake, and then we go to the office. And even during quarantine, when people were working from home, we literally got dressed every single day. And when we were done getting ready, ours would be like, okay, meet you in the office. And we would go to our home office and we would sit there and we would grind it out all day long. And we still do that. Like, when we come to the office, we work nonstop, pretty much. Like, when we get here, we work our little tails off. But you have to have a set routine, and you have to put in the work that you want to get out of whatever that career that you're striving for. If you don't actually put in the work and you don't get your mind right and you don't get in that routine of success, you are not going to be successful. You're only going to get out of that business what you put into it. And people ask me all the time, like, how are you so successful at your career? And it's because I'm putting in the work every single day. Lots of businesses, it doesn't mean that you have to work all the time and you can't ever take a break or take a vacation. Once you've had a successful business for a few years, you can surround yourself with great teammates and great people that can kind of run that business when you're away. Like, if you need to take a vacation, because vacationing is very important to keep you sane. you got to rest your mind a little bit, but that doesn't mean that you can just step away completely from your business and not be involved in it. If you want your business to be successful, you have to be there and you have to put in the work and put in the time and treat it like that career that you want it to be.
Yeah, and that's part of having that routine, is making sure that even when you don't really want to, it's kind of like what's called muscle memory.
Yes.
You don't feel right if you don't go in and if you don't do the routine that you do every day. Part of our routine, again, like I said, is working out every day. And if there's a day that goes by that I don't work out in the morning, I don't feel good the rest of the day, and I don't have as productive a day. So just having a routine, making sure that routine is something that's set in stone that you do every day. It doesn't have to be working out if you don't feel like it, but just like I said, having that routine, even during quarantine, making sure you do that same thing every day, and getting your body used to those things you do every day. So the other thing, the next tip, number 2, is staying organized. So staying organized, can't say that enough. I can't talk about this enough, because staying organized will keep you out of trouble too, because you won't lose stuff. You won't you'll be able to work more efficiently. So staying organized for me is having my computer and everything set up to where everything is right there where I need it. So my notepad is right there. So when I have to take notes, I take notes on the notepad. It's right there by my computer, right there by my phone. So it's right there where I need it all the time. When I take notes, I always put the date on the top of the page. So that way, when I refer back to it, I'll know, oh, I talked to this person on this date, and and my notes are, this is what we talked about. Having, like I said, having my computer, my workstation set up for success. So making sure that everything is ergonomic. So again, that'll help you with your health, because then you won't be all hunched over and hurting all the time. So just things like that will help you be more successful in your office, in your home office.
Absolutely. And I even have like one of those little back braces, and I try to remember to wear it every single day. And I don't always, like, sometimes if I come home and I'm like, oh, my back's hurting, artists will look at me and be like, wear your back brace. But it just helps me, my posture, and helps me sit up straight, because I am at the computer so much, and I'm on my cell phone, I'm on my office phone, I'm texting, I'm working, emailing, multitasking all day. So I'm sitting kind of in this same position. So wearing that brace kind of helps keep my shoulders back and helps my posture a little bit. And it does really, really help me on that. So tip number 3 is limiting distractions. Guys, I cannot tell you how important this is. Like, if you are trying to be successful at your business, you cannot have 13 kids running around and the dog, and you're playing Mr. Mom or Mrs. Mom or stay-at-home mom, and you're doing all the things with the kids. And I get it. There are a lot of people who are entrepreneurs that have kids. I get that, right? Or we have all these distractions around us. But that doesn't mean, if you have kids, that doesn't mean that you can't get them in daycare, right? Or have somebody watch them, or send them outside, or go to your office and close the door and actually do your work. Like, you cannot have all these distractions around you, because you're not going to be focused. You have to be focused on the job that you're doing, being organized, all of those things. They all go hand in hand, right? And you can't really do that well or at the best level if you are surrounded by a ton of distractions. And that's hard for people. A lot of people, especially the ones who work from home, have a really difficult time because they have all these things going on around them. But if you really truly want to be successful, then you have to take that next step and say, hey, yes, I have children, but this job is my career and it's important to me, so I'm gonna get daycare for them, or I'm gonna have a nanny come in, or somebody that's watching them, so that I can separate myself from that. My daughter, our daughter has a baby, and she works from home, and she literally takes her child to daycare, even though she works from home, so that she can limit those distractions and she can focus on her job. And sometimes, like, if the daycare is closed, like during quarantine, the daycare was closed a little bit, she hired someone to come to her house to watch the baby, and she would go to her office and close the door so that she could limit those distractions, because he's really cute, right? And so if he's around, she wants to play with him and do all the things, but then she can't really focus on her job, right? So, that's just part of, that total package of setting yourself up for success. Like we said, just having that routine, being organized, and limiting your distractions.
So, bonus tip. We can talk about it before, but we'll talk about it now. So, surround yourself with successful people. So surround yourself with people who are doing more than you. Not saying that you have to that people who are not as on your level, they're not quite on your level or bad or anything. But if you surround yourself, or you have those 1 or 2 people that you can go to for advice, or you can bounce ideas off of, that have been where you are and are at a different level, then that will help you. It'll help pull you up to where they are. Surround yourself with successful people. That's the bonus tip. So what things are you doing that we haven't mentioned that will help other people be successful in their business? Again, whether it's a regular 9-to-5 job, or whether it's working on their own business. We'd love to hear from you. You can leave comments in the box below. You can also reach out to us by phone at 254-295-0905. You reach out to us by email at teamalexander@fairwayMC.com, or on our website. A lot of blogs that you can go look at where we tell y'all a lot of good information. It's at www.alexandercares.com. We'd love to hear from you, and we will talk to y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.